So you're probably wondering why I got these blocks. All good. Let me explain. What we have the power to interrupt is the gap. And what most people don't recognize is that the way that we move through life is about patterns. All these patterns that come up. And we have these pre-programmed habits, beliefs, these stories that we tell ourselves. So when we have a certain thing that happens, the stimulus, the more ingrained that pattern is, the faster we get to the response. Now you can be upset because the same things are happening and you're responding the same way and you're getting the same outcome and you're not happy with where you are. You need to get good at creating space between the raindrops. You see, that's why it's so important to be able to tap into your parasympathetic nervous system. Because when you do that, you have the stimulus and then you take a breath before you respond. And in that gap, you have the opportunity to question, what happened? What's the story I'm telling myself? When we don't know, and the stimulus and our fear or our automations take us right into a response that we don't like, we have to be super intentional about pausing and building that capacity. And the job is to open that gap as wide as possible, and it becomes really uncomfortable because when I sit inside that gap, the fear sets in, the discomfort, the unknowing, all of that creates friction. But it's in that friction that we're actually building the muscles. It's like being in the weight room. Lifting heavier weights actually breaks down the muscle more so you can come back stronger. But the gift is not in keeping this wide forever, because when we start this process, now we're building new neural networks. And as we build those new neural networks, we're actually reforming our relationship to that stimulus. We're realigning ourselves to the response that we want to have that's actually an above the line response as opposed to a below the line response. And then what happens is your habits and your discipline actually bring us closer and closer and closer together again once we've got that new pattern built. So now that we've taken the time through our meditations, through our journaling, through our positive affirmations, through our confirmations, our visualizations, our positive self-talk, we've been actually able to rebuild that neural pathway. And now the story or the experience matches the response and the desired outcome.